Hi, Netcode-Hub family. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can upgrade your existing .NET 7 or 8 Web API project to .NET 9, the latest and greatest from Microsoft. I have already covered a video on how to do same with Blazor application. So if you haven't checked it out, then check the video description. I'll put the link in there. Why do we even need to upgrade? Well, staying up to date ensures your project takes advantage of improved performance. It enhances security and cutting-edge features that make development faster and smoother. Plus, keeping your tech stack modern is a must for scalability and long-term maintenance. So, don't stick to the old way. Update yourself anytime. So let's dive in. Now that you have the reason to upgrade, let's move on and show you how you can do that in your project. I have Web API project created. This is in .NET 8. But you know, in .NET 7 and 8, I think say 7 and 8, the folder structure, the template is the same. So any of the project that you have, you can still upgrade it to .NET 9 with the same approach. Let's see. Now, when you have your project created, this is a dummy project that I have created. It is working. So I have run this application to test it out before recording this video. And as you can see from here, I have my console application. This is a console. So I have my web API. These are the endpoint. And you can see I have it over here. It tells you that, well, the app is running and kicking. Great. So let's close this. Now, when you have this, what is the first thing to do? You first need the SDK installed. The SDK, it is what, that's a .9, the SDK. It's what you need for this to work. So defaultly, you see that this project is in .NET 8. So I have the .NET 8 SDK installed, and that is what has been referenced as a target framework. Now, how do we make sure you have the .NET 9 SDK installed? There are quite a few steps that you can use to achieve it. The first step is to click on this help tag, click on check for update. So you can see that from here, it is checking for an update. So it is the Visual Studio installer, and now you can get it from this help and now check for update. You can also use Visual Studio installer. That is also installed as an application, so you can just search for that and you're going to find that. So you can also update it from that as well. All right. Now here, as soon as you upgrade it, it's going to install the .NET 9 SDK for you. So for me, you can see I have the current version of this and my Visual Studio is up to date. So it tells me that, well, I have the current .NET SDK installed. Great. Now let's say you are using another IDE, you're not using a Visual Studio. So you cannot have this feature of the check for update and also the window installer. How can you install .NET 9? There's also quite simple few steps to follow this. You can just bump into the .NET SDK site, that's for Microsoft, and in here you can just download this based on your operating or your OS. So you have Linux, Mac, and then Windows. So you can download yours over here. Now after that, you need to install this SDK. Now when you're done installing this, you can just go in and verify to see the number of SDKs that you have installed on your machine. And here we want to target on .NET 9. So maybe you can just put your command prompt. That is my PowerShell. So let me have my PowerShell. And I'm going to type in a simple command to get all the SDKs in here. Just .NET list SDKs. So -- list SDKs. And here's going to tell me the number of SDKs that I have in here. Because I have 8.0 and a 9.0. So as soon as I get this 9.0, I'm through. Then the next step to do here is come here and to your project. You can see that maybe you might have another C# class libraries attached to your project. Currently, what you see in my project, I have only the project, the web API. I'm not having any C# class library. So in case you have one, you need to also click on go to properties as I'm here and try to change this to .NET 9.0. So you want to make sure we're using this 9.0. So you click on the class that you're going to add and also you can change it in here. Now when you are done, there's quite another step that you need to follow. Check it out. Now these packages are from the SDK, they are supportive, so we need to also make sure we change this to sync with the framework. That's the 9.0. So you can either change from 9.00 or you can do that from the package manager console. Let's try with that and check that one out. So from here, click on dependencies and you can go to manage NuGet packages. In here, go to installed or even an update. You're going to have all packages which needs an upgrade. And you're going to click on that. Since we are having 9.0, you can click on, you can see, we can click on all. Then here, what's the latest version? 9.0, 9.0, 9.0. So we can upgrade or update all the packages to sync with the SDK. Okay, so I'm going to apply this, accept all the packages, and you can see we have all of them updated nicely. Now, if I go back again to the same place, you can see now I'm having 9.0 for each of the packages over here. Great. Now we are good. So we're going to run this. But before you do that, you see I have a Docker file must support it. So in here, I need to navigate to my Docker file. Where is it? Let me also open it from here. Yeah, so this is my Docker file, and I can see from here it is using still .NET 8.0. So it means you need to upgrade this to 9 for the, and also the SDK. You need to also move it to 9. And that will be all. Now let's hit the button to run this and see that our app is now in .NET 9. Wow, we have it. So you can see our same API endpoint is ready now. Great. So you can see these simple steps or few steps to follow to upgrade to the latest version. All right, so stay up to date all the time. Make sure you're using the latest and the greatest feature as well. All right, so that is it. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like this video as well. All right, so catch up again for the next informative video. Stay tuned.